Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back, and I wanted to show you, for you traders who are interested in my 1000 Forex systems here, you can go and watch that video. I just completed, it took me about a month, about 8 hours a day. I went through over 10,000 indicators in my computer, in my hard drive, and I came up with 1,580 Forex indicators here. The ones that I thought were good, the better ones. So within this folder right here, there's a lot of indicators in here. They all come with a Word document, and as you can see scrolling through here, hundreds and hundreds of them. And I'm going to go through a few of them, the ones that piqued my interest. It just goes on and on and on. 1,580 custom indicators for your MT4 platform. As an example, when you click on one of them here, like this one's called the 1 minute micro trading, pops up here. This particular one at the moment, with an indicator here telling you either buying or selling. Blew it up there so you can see a little bit more clearly. You're either selling, red, or buying on the different time frames here. Now with this 1,580 Forex custom indicators, I kept the price the same. If you buy the 1,000 systems, I throw this in for free. So with all of this, you can certainly mix and match and build your own custom system, which is what I do. I build my own systems. So I'm going to go through a few of them right now. This is the 1, 2, 3 pattern. I really like this one. I've done videos on it. It actually puts the lines. Here's your patterns. 1, 2, 3, and then goes down. It's telling you red here, red line, telling you we're selling. Moving along to this 3 moving average cross with alert, and it has multi time frames. And then you get the arrows, whether you be buying or selling. So this is one indicator with these 3 moving averages. Here's one that I'm quite interested in. It's the AMA indicator here. Blue going up with the line, and then went flat and then turned red, and it works on the 5-minute time frame. This one looks interesting actually. I don't want this video to go too long, and I've got a bunch of them I want to go through, some of my favorites. This is BBands stop indicator, and as it changes colors, you're either going to be buying or selling. Look at this run that went up there. It's a pretty good indicator. If you buy these, people are putting systems together with training videos on how to trade it, and they're charging hundreds of dollars for it. So every one of these has extreme value, and I'm letting it go for pennies on the dollar, very cheap actually. Moving on to the B squeeze dark indicator. This one I'm quite interested in. I'm going to run a check on it. You get your signals down here at the bottom. Selling, red, and blue is buying. Next one is the Bollinger Bands multi-time frame. So you traders who love Bollinger Bands, including myself, this one looks pretty good. Moving on to the breakout zones, it prints these red lines in here. When it breaks out either up or down, you're selling. Like right in here, we're selling. Over here, we're selling. Over here, we're selling. Same thing here. This one looks interesting. It's just breakout zones. This one is the cam indicator for trends and countertrends. Obviously yellow we're selling, and like over here, Once it turns blue, it's giving you indication that it's going to go up. Just another indicator. If you're a trader who likes bands, and this is center of gravity, version 3 indicator. Here's your center. And then of course you got your upper and lower bands. Another one I like here is a channel breakout entry. Next one is the Crones Impulse CD. This indicator down at the bottom, you can play with the settings, whatever works the best. As you can see, blue and the orange-red color here, indicating once it goes below the center line here, blue going up, and as you can see, it did a huge move up here, quite a few pips. Here's some currency strength with built-in alerts. It's another one that I came across most recently, and actually I'm using it. I really like this one, either red or blue, and showing you the strength of the market. This is another one that I'm interested in. It's Dinapeli target indicator. It gives you the targets either for buying or selling. Gonna have to run a check on this. I haven't tried it yet, but it's the ones I'm showing you here are ones that I'm gonna be taking a look at in my spare time. Moving on to the discipline oscillator with built-in, it's got arrows for buying and selling. Of course, you'd have to run a test on it. I've never used this one, but it looks a little bit interesting. I'll have to run a test on it and see how it works. Next indicator is the Starll breakout. It's a system, a lot of writing in here. I'd have to put it on the MT4 platform so I can make it out more clear, all the information in here, but it looks like it works on a breakout. As it starts to go up, and once it breaks, blue we're buying obviously, and of course this red line, once it breaks, then you can sell. Looks, and I'm not sure what time frame, but you can play around with it with different time frames and see how it works. Now for you traders who like the Elliott wave, this is the Elliott wave profit with some writing here on the side. It's not super clear, but if you apply the indicator and you'll be able to see this more clear. So it's something else I'm going to be running a test on. Another interesting indicator, the FerruEX multi-info indicator. You're either green up or red for down, and on the different time frames, from the 1 minute all the way up to the weekly. So it tells you the overall market. Now you would have to attach this to each and every currency pair, obviously. The one they put it on here is the euro dollar. Next one is the Fibonacci Retracement. It does it automatically with all the fib levels, 38, 50, and 61, and so on. Here's another indicator that I'm quite interested in. It's called the Fisherkus Star 11 indicator. Obviously, it's, you know, once it goes above this line here and it's blue, we're buying, so it did go up in this area, and over here, starting right from here, we're selling it. It did a pretty big move on the 1 hour time frame. Now this is for a Forex news indicator. If you want it printed right on your MT4 platform, right in here it tells you when the news is coming out. Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, and the sessions. This one is called the Hans indicator. It looks like it's some form of a breakout, either down or up. 15-minute time frame. It looks like they put it on. Now I know a lot of traders out there, they like using the Ichimoku. This is the average indicator. Here's your Ichimoku cloud along with moving averages. Looks interesting. I'll have to run a test on it and see how it works. This one looks like it tells you the trend direction. It's a JEVEL Histogram. Obviously green will be buying and this reddish orange color will be selling. Again, I have to run a test on it down on the 5 minutes, so it'd be great for grabbing 10 to 30 pips. Here's another one that I'm going to test out. I like it. There's your goal line. If it's above, it prints this in blue, and if it goes below, it prints it in red, indicating whether we should be buying or selling. Looks interesting. You have to run a test on it, see how it performs. I love using the MACD, and this one caught my interest because it prints automatically the divergence. So whether you should be buying or selling. This is an interesting indicator, markets and time frame buttons. So once you put this on, I haven't done it yet, but I do believe you can click on this, it'll change it automatically through the currency pairs, and I assume you can program it. You can put whichever ones you want in here, and of course you can click on whatever time frame you want to look at. It looks interesting. I have to run a check on it. This is the massive FX profit indicator. It tells you whether you should be buying or selling. It tells you the strength of it, currency pair, the time frame, gives you all the information right here. A lot of traders struggle with this, and with this indicator, it makes it quite easy. Money management calculator. Allow lots per one trade with risk at 2%, and it gives you the number 2.6. So it tells you exactly how many lots you can trade according to how much money you have in your account. This is a very handy tool and calculator. This is the moving average candlesticks. So these are the standard Japanese candles, and this is the indicator. So obviously yellow will be going down, and once it changes, and blue is going up. Looks interesting. Looks like they got it on the 15 minutes here. Another handy indicator is multi-time frame resistance and support. It looks like it shows it on two different time frames. Faster time frame and a higher time frame. Which is very important because many times it'll hit it and reverse. Like it hit it here and it went up. So this is a very handy indicator. This one I'll have to run a test on, the Nitro Forex signals. Tells you different currency pairs here, whether you should be buying. Look, this one is actually selling. Tells you the strength of it. And of course, like I said, you have to put the indicator on it, and you got to play around with it and demo trade and see how it performs. For you pivot point lovers out there, this one looks quite interesting. Pivot star indicator tells you all the numbers and the values right in here, and it puts the lines in here too to match it up. Pivot points. Looks like a good indicator. This one is for precision, for deciding on the trend. So it's a trend histogram, red for selling and obviously green for buying. Looks interesting. Have to run a test on it. This one caught my interest. Usually the Renko charts are on the top. This one is on the bottom down here in the indicator window here. This one looks interesting. It eliminates all this noise. So right from here, looks like mostly straight down. Have to run a test on it. You don't know until you run it, demo test it. So only a few more left here. Blow this up a little bit so you can see it. It is a scalping system on the 1 minute. This one looks quite interesting. Obviously when the two lines cross here and everything is blue. Looks like a very easy, good scalping down on the 1 minute time frame. Here's another one that tells you it's either bullish or bearish, the T.S.V. Again, you would have to demo trade it and see how it works. This is one for sure I want to check out. It looks very interesting. Looks like 1 hour, and obviously blue would be buying. Slight break right there and continued going up. And once it turns red, and I always say wait for a pullback up, and then you can sell in this area right in here for many pips here. There's a lot of pips there, especially on the 1 hour time frame. This is the trend magic indicator. Looks interesting. Again, you know, blue obviously, as long as it remains blue, you stay in the trade. Here, slight turn red. Again, you just have to run a test on these indicators. A lot of these indicators I have not tested. And so this is the last one, the volume profile. A lot of traders like to use the profile indicator, volume profile. I've got very limited experience on it. I poked at it a few times, but never mastered it. But I may get back and try it again. So I've shown you a few examples. There are many more, a lot of them. A lot of very good indicators in here. So I'm still keeping the price exactly the same as I used to have on this 1000 Forex systems, which is a very good deal. I'm also throwing in this 1580 Forex indicators. So you can mix and match most of them, not all of them, but they have the source file, which means you can modify them and tweak it and make it a little bit more efficient if you know how to do that. So if you're interested in getting this, just look right below this video and you'll get my contact information. You can either call me directly or email me, and you can Skype me. I prefer Skype, and I can show you some more tips and tricks and show you more if you want to see more within these three folders here. So again, it's only $100. And if you're interested, just get in touch with me. So time to wrap up this video. And speaking about this video, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video, happy trading.